So here Act 2 Scene 9 taking place in Belmont, and here we will see Prince of Aragon. In the first one we have seen who? Prince of Morocco. He chose which casket? Golden casket. Now here Prince of Aragon comes, who is also one of the suitor, who comes to Belmont for what purpose? To choose the right casket. And everyone knows that if the suitor will choose the right casket, that person will marry Portia. Now, you remember in the previous scenes also there were conditions kept. But that condition was not implemented in your book. What were the conditions? Now in this scene, the conditions are set by Portia gave the oath. She said these are the conditions. If you follow this, then only you can move towards the casket rule. So these were the conditions. First, never to tell anyone which casket I chose. That suitor will not tell anyone which casket he has chosen. Second, if he fails to choose the right casket, he will never marry. And third, immediately he will leave. Not he will talk to anyone, not he will tell anyone. Immediately he will leave the place. So all the suitors have to take this oath in the temple that they are going to follow this. Then only they can move to the casket room. So Prince of Aragon also took this oath. Prince of Morocco also took. And now here we are talking about Prince of Aragon. Now what is his notions, his ideas about this casket system, and whether he is going to choose the right casket or not. So Nerissa says, quick, I pray thee, draw the curtain straight. The Prince of Aragon had tenth his oath and comes to his election presently. Now with Portia, you know, these people are also there. Nerissa and the attendants, means servants and all. So Nerissa told the other servants, draw the curtain. Prince of Aragon has taken the oath and he is arriving. Now with all the sounds, trumpet sounds and all, Prince of Aragon enters. Portia, behold, there stand the caskets, noble prince. If you choose that wherein I am contained. Portia said, look prince, there are the caskets. And in one casket, my picture is there. Straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. She says, if we are going to choose the right casket, we will get married. Straight, you can understand, Portia is giving them a lot of excitement. That see, I am here, a beautiful girl standing in front of a suitor and saying, see prince, in one casket my portrait is there. If we are going to choose, then definitely we are going to get married. But if you fail without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately. She said, but prince, if you fail to do so, immediately you have to leave. Then no more option. Now first, gave him excitement. If you are going to choose, we will get married. Second, gave what? A sad news. If you are failing to choose the right casket, immediately you have to leave. Then Aragon said, I am enjoined by oath to observe three things. Aragon said, yes, I have taken the oath and I know I have to follow three things. Now first, never to unfold to anyone which casket as I chose. First thing, I will never tell anyone which casket I have chosen. Second, if I fail of the right casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. Woo means to propose. She says, I know second oath also, that if I fail to choose the right casket, never I have to marry any lady. And third, what he says, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone. And said, if I fail to try my luck, if I fail to choose the right casket, immediately I have to leave. So Prince of Aragon says, I am ready with it. I know the three oaths, and with taking that oath only I have come here. So I am ready. Portia, to these injunctions everyone doth swear, that comes to hazard for my worthless self. Portia said, to these choice, to these oath, every suitors who come to desire me have taken this oath. All have to take. Now Aragon starts his choice. Now you know 3 caskets were there. Again I am telling gold, silver and lead. Now gold was, who chose it? Prince of Morocco. Now silver, lead. Anyway 3 caskets are still there. Okay, because no one knows the first prince which casket he has chosen, the suitor who has come. Now Prince of Aragon now again goes on making his choice. And so have I addressed me fortune now to my heart's home, gold, silver and base lead. He says, so I am going to try my fortune. And now he moved to the casket where it was kept and said, oh, gold, silver and base lead. What he called lead? Base lead. Who chooses me must give an hazard all he had. Now what was written on the lead casket? Who chooses me will give an hazard. Last class I told you also the inscriptions. He read it. You shall look fairer ere I give her hazard. Now he says, now lead must appear attractive. Lead is not at all attractive. And I should risk everything for what? For attractive thing now. Why I should risk everything for lead, which is very dull, and said I should risk everything for attractive thing. Now he moved to the golden casket. What says the golden chest? Ha, let me see. Who chooses me shall gain what many men desire. He said, oh, on the gold casket it is written, who chooses me will get what? Many men desire. Desire of many men. What many men desire? That many may be meant by the fool multitude. Now what he made the many men? He called the many men as fools. He called them as fools. Many men means all the fools. Many men. Fools multitude that choose by show, not learning more than the font I doth teach. Here you can observe one thing. Prince of Aragon was having little wisdom, little knowledge to differentiate between right and wrong. Gold casket, he understood it is just attractive from outside. And whoever will choose this casket, they are fools. They are fools. And which prize not to the interior, but like the martlet bills in the weather on the outward wall. It is like what? Like a bird, make the nest, no? Nest. But inside, the outside nest is what? Nothing. Inside only the birdies are there. Okay, the babies of that bird. And nothing we can see from outside. So same thing is saying it looks good, but nothing is there. Nothing useful is there. Bills in the weather on the outward wall, even in the force and road of casualty. I will not choose what many men desire. He says even there is a casualty, even there is anything emergency. But I am not going to choose what many men desire. It means Prince of Aragon thinks himself to be unique. He don't want to count himself in many men. He is thinking himself to be different. He says, I will not choose what many men desire. Then he moves. Because I will not jump with common spirit. He said, I am not going to put myself in common thing. I am a unique person. What everyone say, what everyone does, I will not do it. And drank me with the barbarous multitude. Why then to thee thou silver treasure hold? Now he says, these are barbarous. Barbarous means what? Uncivilized. He's saying, these are uncivilized people who do these things. Goes on the attraction, but I am not going to do so. Now he moved to the silver casket. Tell me once more what title thou dost bear. Now he's talking to the silver casket and saying, oh, let me read what's written here. Who chooses me shall get as much as it deserves. He said, oh, it's written here, as much as it deserves. He's talking to silver casket and saying, oh, chooses you will get as much as it deserves. And well said too. For who shall go about to cause in fortune and be honorable without the stamp of merit? He said, whoever means, this is well said. This line is well said because who will try to cheat its luck, cheat its fortune and win something without merit? Everyone when participate in anything or compete in anything, they want to win. They are doing it for certain advantage. We never take part in any competition just for like that. We always take part what? I will get an award. Saying if whoever will try the fortune in silver casket, they will be waiting for the merit. Something good the person is going to get. And let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity, oh that estate, degrees and offices. He is saying, I wish, let no man wear the garb of dignity. No one should wear the garb of dignity which he does not deserve. Means if you deserve it, you should have that dignity in yourself. If you not deserve, you should not have any dignity. You should not have that hold. Were not derived correctly, and that clear honors were purchased by the merit of the wearer. He is saying there are many who should cover their head. There are many people who cover their head with respect as they are superior people, as they are very high honored, but were purchased by the merit of the wearer. But whatever merit you are getting, it is of your own deserve. If you are being a high ranker IAS officer, if you are being a police IPS officer, it all because of what? You deserve it. Because you worked for it. You gave examination, you worked for it. So you have that respect, dignity. But if you are not deserving, you are not going to get. So here he is clarifying this line, what is written on the silver casket, that you will get as much as you deserve. How many then should cover that stand bare? How many be commanded that command? He said, then how much true honor should a person should get if he is being honored, if he is given the respect? How much low peasantry would then be gleaned from the true seed of honor, and how much honor? He is saying, how much true honor could be recovered from the rubbish life? If you are leading a very dull life, rubbish life, you are not going to get the honor. But if you are leading a successful life, good life, you will definitely get the respect. Now it depends what you deserve. Whether leading a rubbish life, you are going to deserve good thing, or leading a good life, you are going to deserve good things. Pick from the chaff and vune of the times to be new varnished, well but to my choice. Now he is saying, now according to my choice, as for my choice, who chooses me will get as much as he deserves. Again he read this silver casket inscription and said, who chooses me will get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. He said, I take up that what I deserve. I assume myself that I deserve Portia. I am an honored person. I am having the good dignity. I am well-to-do person, and I deserve Portia. Give me a key for this and instantly unlock my fortune. Here, what he said? He said, give me the key and now only unlock my fortune. Now he didn't think about anything else. As he think, he has that honor, he has that respect, he is in that post, and silver casket tells this, if you deserve, then you will choose this casket. And according to Prince of Aragon, he thinks that he deserves Portia. And finally he asks for the key to open the silver casket. This much clear? Okay, so till line number 52 only we will keep it, and remaining we will do in the next class.